a bell curve, right? In the beginning, nobody cares about Bitcoin, so who the creator is doesn't matter. Then you get into a highly speculative phase, probably actually like around 17 and 18, when literally like media companies were trying to figure it out. They really want to know. And then you get on the other side of the bell curve, and Bitcoin is Bitcoin, and people don't care about the creation story as much anymore because it's just this thing that they use, right? And then as time goes on, kind of the history doesn't matter.
Totally. I mean, I don't think most people could tell you who built the internet.
Absolutely, I think it's a good way to look at it. What are your thoughts on various other aspects of crypto? So things like DeFi, other blockchains, anything that you're interested in understanding that you're probably very similar to me of like Bitcoin is the king and is really kind of the main focus of a lot of this. But is there anything else that you're kind of looking at saying, hey, that's interesting?
Yeah. So I believe that that blockchain was special purpose built to build Bitcoin. I wrote an article that was a comprehensive analysis of Bitcoin's security model. As people remember earlier in this conversation, I talked about how miners are rewarded with that block reward. When you look at how this is all constructed, blockchain technology is very bad at doing almost everything. Like, it's not this general purpose, not this one tool for all things. It's blockchains sacrifice and have trade-offs. And those sacrifices and trade-offs are really bad. I mean, you basically sacrifice everything to have a sound money, to have a gold 2.0. And so, we could look at it from that perspective, which is that a blockchain inherently can't do many things due to how it's built, due to the intricate nature of how it all works. Also, we can look at the empirical data. We can look at the 10,000 dead cryptocurrencies and go, or crypto projects and go, okay, well, it seems like all of these failed, and their hypothesis was that there are other use cases for blockchain tech. I think most blockchain tech out there now is basically trying to mimic the wealth effect of Bitcoin by producing a narrative that resonates. Ethereum is a good example. Ethereum started as a dApp platform. Now, they came out with that because that resonates very well with tech people. I live in San Francisco. I've been here for 8 years. Tech people hear the word dApp and they go, oh, an app and apps and app, platforms, app stores and apps. Oh, this is the new Apple, but for decentralized, a more decentralized nature. And so Silicon Valley wholeheartedly embraced Ethereum because they fundamentally don't understand sound money or gold or the economic system at all. They understand apps. But as we saw, that was I would consider a grossly misinterpreted or grossly marketed narrative, because there's no way you can scale an application on Ethereum, right? Like, as soon as we saw CryptoKitties get any sort of meaningful attraction, which meaningful attraction means 10,000 users, I've built a couple side project apps that have 10,000 users. Those were something I work on the weekend, like this, negligible, not even anything material, right? I've worked at Uber. I was on Rider Growth, which is that Rider app is the app that you all call Uber. I was working on that team with Andrew Chen. Like, we're looking at metrics that are 10 to 100 million, right? And so, this dApp platform narrative was basically fake. And so that dissipated. Fundraising platform narrative in 2017 for Ethereum, that also dissipated. And now the Ethereum community is pivoting to sound money. Fucking kidding me? Like, what? This is nuts. I mean, I remember going to Satoshi Roundtable in 2015, the first one, and they're all talking about Ethereum being this dApp platform, and now they're talking about it being a sound money. It's crazy. So we're seeing one of the oldest alternative use cases for blockchain tech. We're seeing their narrative pivot to sound money. So I think overall, like, the only surviving narrative here is probably going to be a sound money or money narrative, as we see that blockchain tech doesn't really work very well with other things. Now, of course, this is my personal opinion, doesn't represent my employers, but yeah, just personally how I think about it.
For sure.